So I'm talking to Dan Hayes here from White House Machine Tools about the Brother control system. Now we've done a lot of episodes here at Kenilworth at their headquarters talking about the BT30 Brother machines, the comparison to the BT40 and how these machines are now developing to be very competitive in that area. Now Dan, some of the things we've spoken about in previous episodes have been cycle time reductions in downtime. A lot of that will come as a result of your control system. Yes. So can you maybe explain about some of the developments and some of the features that make that apply?
Yeah, so the Brother product has just made a change recently to the D00, which is the 4th generation control. What that has effectively allowed them to do is continue with the technology side and take advantage of those opportunities essentially.
So are these controls, I mean we talk about, and again the main thrust here is to make the comparison between BT40 machines and this BT30 technology. If we can get reductions in cycle times and reductions in downtimes, how does the control help and how does it do it? What are the features that it's got within it that provide those savings?
So it's not essentially the Achilles heel. So we've got obviously advanced read ahead, so we can see ahead of the actual program, and we can apply accessory accuracy settings on toolpaths, etc., to allow us to apply an apex to a surface if we need to actually harness even further cycle time decreases. So all of these little wins just allow us to actually take advantage of decreasing that downtime.
But how would you best describe this control system as well, and how does it compare to something that may be traditionally used on the shop floor with a BT40 machine?
So it's an ISO-based control. It's their Brother software, so it's very transferable. It's what everybody will know. It's G and M codes. They've got different M codes and G codes relative to the actual product, but you can use essentially the norm. Say for instance a tool change is M6, we've got a G100, so you can use either one, but if we were to use G100 we would then be able to capitalise on the simultaneous tool change. So those little bits you can just stick with the basic, or you can then really take advantage of the actual the latest revision of control. And
I mean, how advanced is it these days? I mean, you've got some pretty tasty 5-axis technology, some mill-turn technology in the M300. Can you do certain things on this control like, well, 5-axis, full 5-axis simultaneous machining, maybe gear skiving and gear hobbing? Does it enable you to do that? Yeah, so the predecessor to that, the C00, we could do simultaneous 4+1. But now with the D00, we can apply simultaneous machining to all of the S-series machines. All of the series machines. So that allows us to, say if we were to put an additional axis on a standard S-series machine, on a 3-axis, we can then go simultaneous with an A or a C or a B or a C, or however you want the configuration. So that new software allows us to do so. Yeah. We talk about, and have done in previous episodes, about the efficiency of the BT30 machine and the comparison between that and the BT40. How are you monitoring it on this control, and what are the features that it's got that I guess would excite the user to be able to see some of these gains?
Well, effectively, you've got features to allow the actual operator ease of use features effectively, but then you can also then dig into it and you can see status logs, so you can see times per tool, so you can see the quick wins, potentially the low hanging fruits to improve. So you've got that little added benefit. You can then go into the consumption of power and air, etc. So then you can have a look and see how much power usage you're using, and then you might be going, okay, well I need to, I suppose not many people will do, but you could apply a power consumption aspect to machine strategies, and then pull that back, and then you use effectively less fuel power to drive the spindles and do the machining. So
it's pretty clever.
Yes.
I think we'd agree on that. If I was a BT40 machining centre user and I was offered all these advantages I talk about, the cycle time improvements and the space saving, the saving on power and energy consumption, but I was nervous about switching controls from something I was familiar with, How would you reassure me if I came here? And is it something that's easy to reassure someone, and why? That this control can do everything that they can do, and they should opt for it?
Yeah, so we just need the opportunity for the customer to come in so we can actually showcase that product. If they're used to an ISO-based control, they can hand over the programs, and we can then we can run through, do a conversion, and they can see how easy it is. Everything, there's no, I suppose, the standard as set in Datum's tools, they're not made hard, they're easy to do. The difference is the technology, and that's cutting out the waste.